Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Kudos to you on some significant profits. We got some members in our community, but also just in general, a lot of my subscribers on YouTube are letting me know that they took some massive profits. Really glad that video yesterday worked out well for you. As far as today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some Backin Data here. I got some heat map pulled up here for us regarding liquidation. We can jump right into that just to kind of quickly note here. We got tons of liquidation at about $18.75. So that just basically implies that the longs are definitely in profit. That doesn't necessarily mean that the price is going to come down there and just sweep that level, but know if there is a pullback, we probably see a bit of a surge below 1875 if that is hit, because it's basically be somewhat of a liquidation level. And when you sweep those longs or shorts, whatever the direction is, the price tends to push up a little further. You can see here as well, these shorts that just got wrecked, right there at about $20.30. The price continued to shoot up. Every time the price spikes up, the liquidation levels are hit. So it's no coincidence that the price goes faster when the price hits those levels, because a lot of liquidation is getting ripped. Okay, and if we can see here too, just to take a quick note here on the 4-hour time frame, we do have a previous liquidity level between 19 and 1973. Really common for those levels to be swept here, because of the simple fact that just it brings up to that most recent high, breaks through that level, comes back down to retest. So we're looking for a potential support here at about 1970. So hypothetically, 1975 is a good approximate for an entry level, based on this being a likely resistance turn support level. Okay. Quickly to note here as well, just want to make sure you know, if you haven't seen my videos yet, we have a partnership here with Bitunix. Just recently partnered with them. They offer a very healthy reward bonus for registering with my link. We have trading competitions in the future, but the main thing we're doing is I'm bringing as many exchanges as possible to my community for no KYC, no VPN required, due to the fact that a lot of my members are US Canadian based, and got hit kind of hard with the whole thing recently with ByBit and Bitget, of course. BingX is even on the horizon for potential KYC requirements. So just heads up, phenomenal exchange. Be sure to use that link to qualify. Let's go ahead and double check on the daily and kind of work our way down. Got a significant bullish candle here. A lot of volume. Last 5 days have been massive amounts of volume. So again, even though we have a decent amount of volume base down here at about $12 to $13, I don't think that's super relevant anymore. You take a zoom in, you kind of look, tons of volume right here at about the 17 mark. Okay, so I think 17 is like somewhat of a volume profile support level for us. And if we take a look at the 4-hour, we'll be able to see that as well. A little bit more specific right there at about 1710. Okay, so quickly note, back on the daily, just to clarify a couple things. We're above all moving averages, all well and good there. Money flow index is still high. Everything's looking good, okay? In other words, these are all fully bullish qualities here that we see in typical bullish runs. Now, I'm not saying that we're in a bull run right now or a alt season, so to speak, but it's certainly looking like alts are starting to go kind of crazy. Another thing to note too, if we take a look here, we got this previous fair value gap that was filled from how far back? Drum roll, please. That is April of this year, April 21st. So literally that fair value gap from before has just been filled, so that does imply the price action could pull back a little bit further. Okay. In other words, now that we've filled that level, the price could be due for a correction. Okay. All right, so that's no guarantee, but we'll talk about that here in just a moment. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we can pretty much recognize that the price action is continuing higher with that moving average convergence divergence, right? This isn't the reason why the price is moving. It just tells us and indicates that, hey, we've shifted momentum from bearish to bullish. So as soon as we switch those gears, that would have been a good long entry. Okay, again, I'm not saying to take the long at the top. That's not usually why I like to trade. But when you pay attention to the MACD, it really helps you understand a shift in momentum, right? We saw this bearish divergence where the price shifted momentum here, and here again is the convergence, right? It doesn't catch it early, but it lets you know that you're on the right side of the tracks for at least a little while. Okay, this last little run stayed underneath that resistance level for maybe about 2 or 3 days, and now here as well, we have a strong likelihood of being above that level now that we've converged. Looking at the moving averages, we're in really good shape there. Being above the 50 is most important, but we're back up over the 20. That's excellent. Taking a look at TD sequential here, we're at a 5 right now, so hypothetically, we've got another 4 more bullish candles we could see here, which is about roughly 16 hours, maybe even upwards of about 36 hours, because TD sequential, it doesn't always turn around at a 9, but if you saw here recently, we hit a 9 and came back down, and we hit a 7, and then we're back on the way up. So in truth, this coin is hitting a lot of overextensions and reversing. So hypothetically, we hit a 7, 8, or a 9 here soon, which is probably going to happen at the end of today's trading day. Then we're going to see that correction take place. Okay. The price were to correct itself, just to kind of clarify, and again, this is under the impression this is our highest point. We don't truly know if it is yet. In fact, let's just actually make it a little easier. I'll just zoom in on these levels here for you. Simply put, $17.50, $18, and $18.66 are the levels we could see the price action pull back to. Okay. So again, it's not a guarantee, of course, but it's definitely a possibility. So just be mindful of that. Taking a look at the hourly, this is the last thing we kind of want to look at and wrap it up here for you. Again, thanks so much for watching. If you have been watching this long, even if you just fast forward to the end, like the video, help us grow the community. Greatly appreciate that. You do want to become part of an amazing community, jump on over to our Discord. Look at this profits here we took yesterday. We took a nice long for Solana, 56%. That was a 6x leverage trade at 13 hours. Looks something like this. Here we got multiple entries, multiple targets. Definitely a good strategy there. But simply put, I'm trying to mention this, that we got a lot of good members over here. Vlad, welcome to the community. Thanks for joining up. Jane, thank you again so much for your help. She's our Bitunix rep, and she can actually jump in and kind of help you guys understand specifically what's going on. But I'm really, really glad people are liking that new exchange and just generally having a good time. Okay, hourly, we can see here, just quickly note, this is an overextension here. You see how we came up to this previous resistance level and then kind of shot up after retesting it as a support. It's a really common characteristic in trading. You see the same thing happen here, where we should essentially bounce off that level. And again, should is the key word here. Is it going to? Guaranteed? No. But we have all green lights here on the cloud letting us know that we have no reason to A, close our long position, or B, open a short position. Okay. So to all those folks who try to short the top, this may not be the top. So please be careful. Again, if it is the top, you'll know when the price pulls back. That's the funny thing about it. You never truly do know. But shorting into a situation like this where we have all good momentum, tons of volume, we're above moving averages, and we have convergences on the 4-hour time frame, like those are all things I prefer to take longs into, not shorts. Okay. Now I recommend not longing the top right now. It's also one of those things too. So truth is that the price could pull back, but to me it makes a lot more sense for the price to consolidate here at about the $19.75 $20 mark and to leg up. So if the price is right here at the $20 tomorrow and Bitcoin's looking stable, I would highly recommend considering a long position at the point. Right now, still a little premature to take a long, in my opinion. I think we're kind of late to the game. But again, I'm not a breakout trader, so you may not want to listen to me in that sense. I prefer to take more confirmational trades, and even though we have confirmation to leave a long position open, this isn't necessarily a situation where you should just jump right into to a long at this point. But again, a little bit more confirmation. We'll get there and we'll see. All right, so again, that's kind of where we're at there. I'll go ahead and post this playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord as per usual. Please, again, like, subscribe, follow if you could. Help us grow the community. And I do look forward to working with you. Jump on over to our Discord if you want to get to know our traders and interact with myself. Thanks again for your time. Have a good rest of your day.